A live look from Ames, Iowa, Jack Trice Stadium. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in week 3. It's the Houston Cougars and the Iowa State Cyclones. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Iowa State's head coach told me before the game, he told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Cyclones will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's King. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cougars offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And let's take a look at this dynamic young guy, Andrew Marsh. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Buying time to his right. Out wide right, it's Marsh. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They're working that left side. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Hey, quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation.
Touchdown, Houston. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cyclones offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave it, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays.
He's going to go for a big one. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Right back to the well. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Stanley. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Finds his big tight end. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st. Still looking to his right. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Going deep. Has it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going to the run, it's Davidson. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Pushes toward the goal line. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
Right, and they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Moves the pocket. It's Henderson. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Hey guys, as you know, Keyshawn Henderson was the #1 overall recruit in the country, highest rated, and he has started to play like it today. He is coming off that last touchdown. His teammates were hyped up for him and excited. So much hype and pressure on his shoulders, but he is performing with a very calm and composed demeanor down here on the sideline. Fun to see from a highly rated player. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. He'll set up to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponents.
There he goes. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through it. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
Driven back.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground. 4th down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Back to pass, it's Stanley. Lets it fly. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
From deep in their own territory, looking to throw. He's loose at the 15. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Holds on, it's straight. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. 2nd and long here. Straight ahead, it's Davidson. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Marsh. And he got it oh so close to that 1st down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. This offense has been money on 4th down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Just couldn't find any running room. He'll lose a yard, and they'll turn it over on downs. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Dropping back, it's Stanley. Throws to the tight end. Left side, it's Greenlaw. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Greenlaw. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Wide out trying to get it in. Going for the goal line.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Not gonna make it, and the 4th down gamble backfires. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 14, and that's the way you find some room to operate. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got it in the middle, it's Young. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Rolls right. Now he'll throw back into the middle. He's got it way down the field. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's Pitt getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Now back to your game in Ames. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the... Check in with Holly Rowe.
Caught up with the Cyclones head coach coming out of the locker room. One of the things he talked to his team about in the locker room was this defense has to get things fixed. Too many missed opportunities, too many missed assignments there. The offense has the ball right now, and they can make up some ground, but this team talking together, both offense and defense have to get on the same page to get back in this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Stanley. Rush right in his face. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job.
And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Cyclones will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. And there he goes. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. Sells to run, looking to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up in the 28.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Out wide left, it's straight. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Houston will snap it in the red zone. In the red area, it's Sanford. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Right side, it's Marsh. Makes the catch and he's free. Touchdown, Houston. And the pummeling has started. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off.
That makes the score Houston 24, Iowa State 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. To the air, it's Stanley. Throws to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. Making his first move. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Sells the run, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rush is on. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Moves to his right. Hit as he throws. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Hey, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw at Stanley. Going over the top. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Trying to take it back. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Look out! Avoids the pressure and gets away. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the 1st down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Bulldozes his way through.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the 1st period of the 2nd half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the 2nd half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, he had nowhere to go with the ball, guys, and the defense is a nickel. Great job by the DBs in coverage. No receivers open.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. What a disappointment. No good. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed field goal, still down by 24.
Sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off play action on first down. Stepping to the right. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. At the 40, there he goes. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Stanley. Oh, pressure's coming. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions, got to go for it on 4th down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter 4th down.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Cyclones! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They've got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the 4th quarter.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. After that last possession, the interception, which did lead to a touchdown, might want to mix in a few more running plays with this big lead here. He'll try to do it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Escapes the pressure to his right. And he avoids the sack.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Needs it here on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Cougars have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Carney. Buying time to his right. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sidelines to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And the punishment has been extended. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. Offense in an empty set. Wants to throw one first. They're all over him. Out wide right, it's Greenlaw. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. The Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
They'll go to the counter. He's past the marker. At the 35, he's got room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
I love the work the offensive line does on that play. They created a huge hole for the ball carrier, and he's a guy, if you get him in the 2nd level, he can take it the distance. Nice job up front.
They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Here comes the Houston offense once again. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Stopped right there.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On play action. That one comes out hot down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella.